A global supply chain is a dynamic worldwide network when a company purchases or uses goods or services from overseas. It involves people, information, processes, and resources involved in the production, handling, and distribution of materials and finished products or providing a services to the customer. People's Republic of China has a key role in a global supply chain. China has fast become a key player in the world's economy. Since 2012, China has been the world's #1 trading country with a great number of international contracts and subcontracts. Unfortunately, global manufacturing and supply chains continue to feel the impact of the novel coronavirus epidemic as factories and logistics providers seeking to resume operations now face labor shortages and regulatory uncertainty. Analytics and specialists have outlined several key challenges that companies and, in particular, supply chain managers and contracts and procurement specialists must prepare for in the short and medium term amid the ongoing coronavirus outbreak. Citywide closures and quarantines have led to work and supply shortages as Chinese authorities from different areas of responsibility try to contain the outbreak of coronavirus. Varying degrees of citywide restrictions such as house quarantines, temperature controls, and vehicle inspections have hindered the ability of workers to reach the factories, causing serious labor shortages. Travel restrictions and the resulting labor shortages have created backlogs in many ports as iron and steel mills and mines in the inland provinces struggle to move key resources. Another major challenge for manufacturers based in China is the extent to which they have to deal with different and sometimes contradictory regulatory requirements, which can vary at provincial, municipal, and even district level as companies attempt to resume industrial operations. Production has already resumed for companies in most provinces of China after the government delayed the resumption of normal operations to contain the virus outbreak. However, some jurisdictions, particularly at the municipal and district levels, have established different production plans and requirements for resuming normal operations. Inter-provincial trucking remains a challenge throughout China, as authorities require drivers to remain in self-quarantine for 14 days, depending on the license plates of the truck and the registered province of the driver, in order to contain the spread of coronavirus. Also expected that the large number of cancellations of passenger and cargo flights in conjunction with the resumption of factory and logistics operations in the coming weeks will lead to a shortage of air freight capacity, which could continue until April. In total, more than 25,000 flights per week have been cancelled to middle of February, reducing air freight capacity by approximately 15%. In addition to production stoppages and order delays, companies dealing with suppliers in China will face legal force majeure clauses that will be invoked in the event of non-performance, protecting these suppliers from legal and financial liability. Force majeure refers to unexpected external circumstances that prevent one party from fulfilling its obligations, typically natural disasters. While force majeure clauses rarely mention disease, they often provide relief from unforeseen governmental actions that may qualify for governmental decommissioning. As per available information, Chinese Agency for the Promotion of International Trade has reportedly begun issuing force majeure certificates to more than 100 companies that are unable to meet their contractual obligations due to the coronavirus outbreak. However, for the date, the real quantity may be more. Legal experts noted that while these certificates carry considerable weight and are recognized by companies, trade associations, and customs officials in more than 200 locations around the world. They do not preclude further negotiations or even litigation. Coronavirus outbreak shows for supply chain managers and contract and procurement specialists how such provisions like force majeure and its correct and sufficient wording could be reported. In order to be well prepared with force majeure, we would like to suggest to watch an overview on force majeure provisions and its main principles in our following video.